with my law enforcement partners in the Gilgo Task Force to announce the indictment of defendant Rex Andrew Heuermann.
Sex workers found tied up, their bodies wrapped in camouflage burlap, dumped near Gilgo Beach on New York's Long Island.
When I took office in January of 2022, I made Gilgo a priority.
The Gilgo Beach murders traumatized and captivated Long Island, just east of New York City, for more than a decade. Now, the suspect as unthinkable as the murders themselves.
This is a shock. Like I said, 29 years here. I mean, I've seen some things, but this is wicked.
Rex Heuermann, 59, charged with 3 murders. Today, the investigation continuing. He faces a possible 4th murder charge. Investigators say they identified Heuermann using DNA from the bodies of the victims and from witness descriptions of him and the car he drove. Investigators obtained hundreds of search warrants and subpoenas linking Heuermann to temporary burner phones and fake email accounts. Investigators allege he used them to communicate with his victims, taunt the family of one of them, and search for information related to the investigation into the long unsolved murders.
We recognize that these crimes may have happened years ago, but that pain continues.
Investigators' biggest break came when they were surveilling Heuermann at his Midtown Manhattan office. He was eating pizza and discarded it in a public trash can. DNA from the pizza crust, say investigators, linked Heuermann to the murders. Heuermann has been charged with the murders of Melissa Barthelemy, Amber Lynn Costello, and Megan Waterman, all sex workers, all in their 20s. The investigation is continuing, and he has also been named as a suspect in the murder of Maureen Brainerd Barnes. In all, there were 11 bodies found in and around Gilgo Beach, only 3 and possibly a 4th now linked to one alleged killer so far. Investigators say they made the arrest now because they feared Heuermann could strike again.
One of the reasons why we had to take this case down was we learned that the defendant was using these alternate identities and these alternate instruments to continue to patronize sex workers.
Rex Heuermann has pled not guilty and insists through his lawyer that he's innocent. He is an unlikely suspect, a husband, father of 2, an architect working in Manhattan, dealing with arcane building codes. In February 2022, he was even interviewed about his job for a YouTube show.
Rex Heuermann, I'm an architect, I'm an architectural consultant, I'm a troubleshooter, born and raised on Long Island.
As for the several other victims found near Gilgo Beach, many of their family members hope this will lead to answers about their loved ones. Were they victims as well?
I'm hopeful for the future, and I'm hopeful that a connection is made.
Start with breaking news out of Georgia, where a suspect in